everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big gain there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Wentz now on first down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wentz now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Dominic Easley is one of those defensive linemen you can plug in just about anywhere and find good play.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Jordan Reed has it, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Here we go. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Cousins, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Kirk Cousins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Look at the spin. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Wentz now on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fire it over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Time to step aside. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dominic Easley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Watch left. Detroit! Watch twin. That's
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Cousins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Surveying the field. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Green 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So now on 4th down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now on 4th down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. This from 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
All right, now look at this. Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. Guns! Watching now, Marty.
On 1st down, Wentz. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Eagles have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught right side, Davis. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy, right?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now come the Redskins. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Cousins. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
A first down throw for Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, hurry up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Wentz to throw. He sets to... It's caught at the 10. A pickup there of 36. And the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now, Wentz again. This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Down the numbers. There he goes. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term
that is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it cost them 2 points.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And here come the Redskins now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he's out of bounds right at the 25. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the former fourth-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have.
I remember when he got selected, there was a lot of controversy about that because remember, Robert Griffin III, they made the big move up to take him in the first round. And people wondered, why would you take a second rookie quarterback? Well, it's because he's smart. He studies hard, he prepares, he's ready to play, and now he's commanding the respect of his team and playing at a really high level.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work. Throwing
here, Cousins. On the catch, it's Crowder. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Cousins finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
All right, now look at 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, hurry up!
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Redskins, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.